Welcome to my video about moving to Gilbert, Arizona. Gilbert, Arizona, located southeast of Phoenix by about half hour or so, and there's over 250,000 people call Gilbert home. Known for its great neighborhoods, great schools, vibrant community, and just so many things to do, and just draws in people after people like myself and my family that get to call Gilbert home. Now, if you're like a lot of my clients, you're going to have questions about what it is like to move to Gilbert. In today's video, I'm gonna go over 5 of the most frequently asked questions when it comes to moving to Gilbert, Arizona. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich Brecklin, your Arizona real estate agent with GEA Broker. Now, before we get into the video, if you are thinking about moving to Gilbert or anywhere in Arizona, please reach out. My contact info is below, and we would love to take care of you and help you along with that process just like we did. But first, let's get into it. What is the cost of living in Gilbert? How much is it gonna cost you to just enjoy your life here? Well, like anywhere across the country, home prices have really exploded. Now, they've settled down some, but the median home price in Gilbert is around $600,000. Now, I know where I came from, that's quite expensive. However, my clients from California, to them, that's pretty cheap. Now, when it comes to taxes on a property like that, right now, I'm looking at homes that are listed for sale around $615, and their property taxes are under $3,000. Now, it'll be interesting to see what those go to, but all in all, the property tax rate here is very affordable compared to a lot of places around the country. Now, again, coming from another state and relocating here, and I ask my clients the same thing, what do you see as far as pricing goes? To me, the gas prices here, they're way less than California. The taxes are less. I really haven't noticed anything that is more expensive than what we were paying in Illinois, except for our food. And not all the food, but mainly red meat and poultry. But again, that has gone up everywhere. But I've just noticed that more so here in Arizona, specifically Gilbert, our prices when it comes to meat. But again, that depends on your diet, what you like to buy. All in all, your cost of living here, I think, is going to be less than most places, just depending on where you're coming from, and that the housing cost going to be that main factor. What is the job market in Gilbert? So Gilbert has a strong and diverse economy. A lot of people who live in Gilbert and work in Gilbert work for Banner Healthcare. It is one of the major employers here, also GoDaddy. But the good thing about Gilbert is it's close to other cities like Chandler. Chandler is like the Silicon Valley of the West. And then Mesa has, Facebook data center. There are a lot of, tech companies, nearby Gilbert. So you can still live in Gilbert and commute to work without having to be in your car for hours upon hours each week. So that's a good thing. If you want to live in Gilbert, but not have to travel too far from work, and you don't find work in Gilbert, just know that there are opportunities outside of Gilbert that are still close enough. What are the schools like in Gilbert? And this was a question, we asked ourselves. We have 2 daughters, they're both in school, and Arizona sometimes gets a bad rap for their school rankings. And I suggest head over to greatschools.org before you make a final decision on where you're gonna call home in the neighborhood, and check out the schools. But Gilbert School District ranks high for the state of Arizona. And that's one reason, again, why we chose to call Gilbert home, is for the school and the rankings. With over a 90% graduation rate, did I say that right? Graduation rate, that ranks above the state of Arizona. So again, we are really happy with our daughters in school in Gilbert, in this school district. And again, check out greatschools.org and you can see how some of the schools rank. Now, if you don't like the public schools, there's also charter schools, and there's also several private options. Again, so you have a lot of options here. And then they also have open enrollment. Now, if you want more details on what open enrollment is, let me know. I'll send you an email, go over open enrollment, and again, how you can have a little bit more flexibility in where you decide to send your child to school. Number 4, what is the weather like in Gilbert? Have you ever been to the sun, even at night? It gets hot, just like anywhere. I mean, you're living in Phoenix, Arizona, in the metro, it gets hot. I mean, you think it's spring everywhere else, but we had days in May where it was above 100. However, and I know everyone from Arizona hates this, but the dry heat does make a difference. But when it's 115, it is 115. However, you're not moving here for the 3 months out of the year where it is 110 plus. You're moving here for the other time where everyone else hates to go outside. You are gonna absolutely love it. So, I mean, I loved going out Christmas for a hike with the family. Everyone else is freezing January 1. We are not. Now in the winter, it does have some cooler days where the lows get down to the mid 30s and sometimes the highs are only 57, 58 degrees. But still, it's better than a negative and you don't have to shovel sunshine. But again, we don't mind the heat. We are just careful and cautious about what we do. We're not going out hiking at noon in July, but it really doesn't change our day to day for what we do. Just be smart, always have water. But to me, the weather's great. 300 plus days of sunshine each year. And I mean, what else could you ask for? What is there to do in Gilbert? So that's number 5. Rest assured, there's plenty of things to do. With over 80 parks in Gilbert, you will not be bored. I know our kids were always going to different parks, and I've covered this in other videos, but Freestone Park, they have like merry-go-round and like roller coaster and just really cool setup. There's a lake there. Gilbert Regional Park, which is expanding, and they're adding their own water park, but that park is insane. I'm always exhausted chasing my kids around there. They have pickleball, basketball, they have an atrium, they have a lake where you can fish. There's riparian preserve where you can go walk and hike, which I'm actually going to today, and fish there. I mean, there is a ton to do. And not only in Gilbert, but you're also close to the mountains. You can go to Mesa, to the Usuri mountain range. You can also go to Santan Valley, Queen Creek area, to the Santan Mountain Regional Park, which is where I spend a lot of my time. We love going there. We love going hiking. You're not too far from the Superstition Mountains, around 35 minutes. So again, a lot to do in Gilbert and at least nearby. Overall, Gilbert is a great place for us to live. I think it's a great place for a lot of people to live. I mean, we love raising our family here. Again, I was in law enforcement, so a lot of factors went into why we chose to call Gilbert home. Again, why so many of my clients call me and they make the same decision. So if you're looking to make Gilbert home, make anywhere in Arizona, again, please reach out. I would love to help you. It's Rich Brecklin with Real Broker. Watch this next video, and I'll see you on the next one.